Malo, streaming on Twitch. So I do a couple of things. I stream video games, and I also stream my Uber rides. I started a new Twitch stream about Uber Diaries with Deep Sea Malo, and mainly what it was for was because I meet some of the strangest people, but also some of the coolest and the most real people that I've ever met in my life, other than being in the military. I was in the Navy for 20 years, a bunch of different jobs, mainly as a deep sea diver. That's hence the name Deep Sea Malo. Many of you that follow me know that already, but for those of you that are new viewers, welcome to my page, or welcome to my channel, and click the follow button, and once I get big enough to be able to subscribe to my channel, I'm going to be doing this more often. I'll still be streaming games as well as doing my Uber Diaries here. So it's called Uber Diaries because, you know, some of these stories people don't want to be on live video for, but I think it's important, you know, to tell some of these stories. So I'll start off with my own. Again, military veteran, 20 years, part of United Military Gamers Clan. Been gaming since Atari, many of you know that. But as far as Uber, I've been an Uber driver now for about a month. It started right after Hurricane Michael hit Bay County, Florida, and you know, I felt, what better way can I help people out other than, you know, cutting down trees, opening up roadways, and making sure people had water and tarps for their homes. I started Uber driving. So, I mean, people lost their vehicles, people lost, you know, their livelihoods, so to speak. And when you don't have a way to get around, you don't have a way to go get groceries, go get food, you know, the necessities, you know, I felt like it was my duty to help people out any way I could. So I started driving. And I've had over 260 rides. And the people that I've met, it's just amazing. The mental fortitude that some of these people have. I mean, many of you have seen it, you know, through Facebook, through other social media, through the news, of how bad Bay County, Florida got hit with Category 4, more likely a 5 hurricane, the first ever to hit Northwest Florida in recorded history, with sustained winds up to 148 miles an hour. But hey, Luca. So what we were doing after the hurricane is, when everybody in the whole community started picking up after themselves, and also helping each other out, being good neighbors. We had a lot of help from the federal government as far as, you know, other power crews coming down to help lay lines, and removal crews coming to remove all the debris, and it was awesome. You know, when we I evacuated my family out to Alabama, and we came back a few days later. Just on the way back, just the line of emergency response vehicles and power, the power companies sending people out from all over the southwestern or southeastern part of the United States. And I'll tell you what, man, it was amazing to see all those people. But so getting back to the stories that I hear about as an Uber driver, you know, everybody's got a story, and not that any are less important, but a few that stuck out to me were, there was a lady I picked up the other day military veteran herself, a widower. She's got very few friends and family here, but she had her eyes dilated at the Eye Center of Northwest Florida, and they found out during her exam that she needed to have an emergency surgery, and she had to get sent all the way to Destin, Florida, which is a little over an hour away from where she was in Panama City Beach. And she didn't have anyone to get her out there, and thankfully, the people that worked the front desk over there in Northwest Florida, got her an Uber, and it just happened to be me to go pick her up. Now, she was very apprehensive when I first got there. She'd never really done Uber before. She had no idea what it was about. She didn't know me from Adam, and it was one of those things that kind of it put me out in a different situation. I've always helped people before. Again, being in the military, you always meet different people and at different times of their life and different needs. But this woman, I really felt for her. I helped her get in the vehicle, kind of talked to her about my life story. And when she found out that I was a military veteran and a Navy diver, she kind of calmed down a bit, because we ended up knowing a few of the same people. And kind of on the way out there, we were just talking about life and, where we were stationed around the world. And it really helped her out. And it stuck out to me, because if I can do that for one person a day, that is amazing. You know what I mean? If I can do that for one person, who knows, what they'll go and do and how they'll pay it forward. Because, that's part of human nature. But, so got her out there. I stayed with her after we ended the ride. I stayed with her for the next 15, 20 minutes, just to make sure that she was going to be okay and that she was taken care of for a ride home. She ended up confiding in me that she needed a housekeeper, because she could no longer do it herself. She could hardly see, and she had some other issues that she needed help with. So I was able to find her a house cleaner, someone, actually a friend of my wife's, who has her own business. So, I was able to not only help her find somebody to help her clean her house, but I was also, promoting local businesses. And it was really cool that the way the circle works. You help one person, end up, helping somebody else, and then, who knows? In the future that I may need something, that she knows somebody that'd be able to help me out, So, another rider that I had, he had lost his home, his business. He worked out of his house. He had a home business, his car, and he didn't even occur to him that to get his belongings out of his house when he lost it. He just said, what, screw it, and I'm gonna go just start anew somewhere else. He thanked me for helping him out in little ways that I could, but he just pretty much said, hey, thanks for doing what you're doing, and I'm out of here. And he just left, up and left. He had his home here, a business, everything, and just up and left. Said he couldn't deal with it, and it takes some gumption right there, because I know I couldn't do that. I couldn't just be the one to up and leave, without trying to get some of my stuff. He just up and left. Another one that stuck out to me just yesterday, as a matter of fact, I picked up a lady, and mother. I believe she was a mother of 5. Who recently lost her daughter, and it was in a way that you know, a lot of people have a controversy with. You know, you have some people that think that others need to be tougher, you know, and kind of stick up for themselves in a way, but you know, you never really know what somebody's going through in their lifetime. Anyway, she had a daughter of high school age, and her daughter decided to take her own life almost a year ago, and it was due to bullying. I just want to let y'all know that, you know, however you grew up in your lifetime and what things were done to you when you were younger or whatnot, that doesn't mean that it was always right. You shouldn't be treating other people in any way that you wouldn't want to be treated. You know, I mean, it's all fun and games when you're messing with your friends and stuff like that. But if somebody legitimately tells you, you know, and I got a buddy of mine, Matt, that you know, had to let me know one day that, hey man, I don't appreciate some of the things that you say, even when you're joking. So even when we're joking, you know, it can be considered bullying, but bullying is not okay at all at any point in time. If somebody says, hey man, stop it, or hey, listen, I don't appreciate what you're saying, take it into consideration, you know, of what other people feel. But anyway, this woman started her own business, basically, or her own group, her own what's the word I'm looking for? Her own basically her own self-help or her own help group for those people that lost children, and for those people that are suffering from bullying. And it was really cool. I have her card. I think I have it at the house, but there are support groups. That's the word I was looking for. There are support groups that help, you know, especially if you feel like you're being bullied in school or, you know, at work. You know, there are support groups. There's really no need for that little girl to have taken her life so young, to feel that every day that she had to feel and deal with certain people in you know, if it happens in school and the teachers that are out there, you're seeing it. I mean, yeah, you like I said, just because you grew up a certain way doesn't mean everybody has to. And you know, if you see somebody bullying another, you know, you should really step in and say something, especially if you're a teacher. You know, but those were, you know, 3 stories that kind of stood out to me a little bit more than the others. But I'm gonna get into more of that during more of my streams, and hopefully you all follow me here on Twitch. I'm also on Facebook at Deep Sea Malo. It's deep_SEA_MALO at Facebook, and on Twitter at PastimeCards1. That's PASTIMECARDS and the number 1 on Twitter. And I'm also on YouTube at deep_C_Malo, Deep Sea Malo. But just want to say thank you for those of you that are viewing. Luca, again, thanks for the chats, and we'll be seeing y'all next time. I'm gonna go on my Uber app right now and see if I can pick up some rides, and maybe some people will want to get on video with their story. So until then, thanks for watching.